Hello to all my viewers. This is Dr. Dhaval Maheta. And today we will understand how to run kfold cross-validation in decision tree in KNIME. A decision tree is a supervised learning algorithm used for classification and regression tasks. It splits the data into subsets based on the features of the dataset and creates a tree-like structure of decisions to predict the target variable. It is a tree-like model that is constructed by recursively splitting the dataset into smaller and smaller subsets based on the most significant features that discriminate between the different classes or values of the target variable. After we run the decision learner algorithm, it is necessary that we evaluate how well the classification has been done. For this, we generate the confusion matrix. Now let's take one example where a person is having a COVID or a person is normal. This we are testing with the help of COVID kit. So uh, let's talk about the first quadrant. A person is having a COVID and the kit detected it. COVID kit detected it. Yet that yes, the person is having a COVID. So 50 are such cases in which the kit detected correctly. Let's talk about the normal person. The person is not having any COVID and the kit also detected that the person is normal. So 114. These are also the cases which have been classified correctly. So 114 plus 15, 164 cases are such which has been classified correctly. Now let's talk about this 6 and 22. A person is normal, but the kit detected that a person is having a COVID. Similarly, a person is having a COVID and the kit detected that the person is normal. So 22 plus 6 are misclassified cases. So we want lesser and lesser misclassified cases. We want more correctly classified cases, that is 50 plus 140. For this, we run the cross-validation. Cross-validation is a technique for validating the model efficiency by training it on the subset of input data and testing on previously unseen subset of the input data. We can say it is a technique to check how statistical model generalizes to an independent data set. Let's try to understand the cross-validation by this flowchart. We are having a data set which we will split into the training and testing data. This training data will go for the cross-validation where the parameters will be cross-validated and the best parameters will be extracted from it. With the help of this best parameter, the model will be again retrained. And this retrained model will be used for the final evaluation of the testing data which will be coming from here. Now, how we will do cross-validation? Let's say that the entire gray color is all data. This data will be splitted into training and testing data. So all green color is a training data and the blue color is a testing data. Now we will fold it. Fold the observations means if we are having 100 observations and if we give 5 fold, then in each fold we will be having 20 observations, 20, 20, 20, 20 and 20. In the first iteration or the first split, fold 1 becomes the testing data, fold 2, 3, 4, 5 becomes the training data. In the second split, fold 2 becomes the testing data and remaining becomes the training data. So testing, 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 and all green color are training. On the basis of this, we will find the best parameters which will be used for the final evaluation of the testing data. Now, how we can do this in KNIME? Let's see. I'll activate the input output from here. Read, CSV reader, double click on it, and I'll browse the dataset which is in CSV format. So my dataset is part 1. I've done some mistake. Part 1, open. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Again, right click on it and see the file table. So my target variable is heart disease. So we want to do the classification based on age, resting blood pressure, cholesterol, maximum hours of exercise. As all of them are on different scales, it is necessary that we will normalize the data. Now we'll activate the column filter. where we will allow only those variables which are our matter of interest. So activate the column filter. Right click on it and configure. Include age, resting blood pressure, cholesterol, maximum hours of exercise, and heart disease. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Now activate the color manager from here. The color manager is activated so that we can get the proper colors in our decision tree. Right click, configure. So the default is that if a person is having a heart disease, it will be indicated in the decision tree with yes, and if he or she is not having, it will be indicated by the green color. So red is for yes, green is for no. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Now we will have to activate the normalizer. I already explained why, because all the variables are on different scales and therefore it is necessary that we normalize it. Right click on it and configure. So it will not consider heart disease because it's a string variable. Minimum maximum normalization is mean 0, max 1. What are the other types of normalizations? This we have already discussed in my previous video. Kindly refer it. So the second one is Z-score normalization and third one is a normalization by decimal scale. We will use a mean max normalization. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Again right click on it and see the normalized table. You can see now age, resting blood pressure, cholesterol, maximum hours of exercise. They are now in between 0 and 1. Now activate X partitioner. So we are activating the cross validation. Double click on it. Again right click on it and configure. You can see here the number of folds, which were 5 in this slide if you recall. So this is 10. It's a number of validation 10. Stratified sampling to be done according to the heart disease. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Now you activate the decision tree learner. Right click on it, configure, make sure heart disease is your target variable. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Again right click on it and you can view the decision tree. So you can see the decision tree has been generated. How to interpret this decision tree? We have already discussed in my previous video. Kindly refer it. Okay, with the help of this learner, we want to do the prediction. So activate the decision tree predictor and connect this partitioner here. Right click on it and configure. Change prediction column name. Append columns with the normalized class distribution. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Again right click on it and see the classified data. So this is according to the algorithm which we are running the prediction according to the algorithm, and this is your original data. Now we want to check how well the model fits to the data. So we will again activate the X aggregator, which will aggregate all the outputs. Right click on it, configure. Heart disease and prediction heart disease is to be kept on. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Again right click on it and you can see the prediction table. They have been generated again. Now let's see how well our model fits when we do the cross validation. So activate the scorer from here. Right click on it, configure. Make this as heart disease, prediction heart disease. Click OK. Right click on it and execute. Again right click on it and you can see the confusion matrix from here. So 252 plus 356 are correctly classified cases, which we had discussed in the previous video how to interpret the confusion matrix. 152 and 158 are the misclassified cases. So the total of 152 and 158 is 310. Total of 252 and 356 is 608. So our classification accuracy is 66.23%, which has gone down even below when we were running without kfold cross validation. It was 69%. So this is all about how to run kfold cross validation in KNIME. For more videos on KNIME, kindly subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on LinkedIn and Twitter. Please refer my playlist in which I have already uploaded many videos on KNIME.